Here we are with another watercolour lesson, and it's a beautiful spot really. It's Newgale in West Wales, in Pembrokeshire, and what it was, I was preaching down there on Sunday and got there early enough. It's not far from Solva Harbour, really. I was preaching in a little Baptist chapel called in Roach. Yeah, preached there a number of times, known the people for a number of years, and lovely fellowship. If ever you're in North Pembrokeshire on holiday and looking for somewhere to go on a Sunday, warmth of welcome there, and they have good ministry, and there's cakes, things after the morning service, and yeah, ever so homely there. So couldn't do better really for a holiday. That's not far from Solva Harbour, Newgale. Actually, it's only 5 minutes from the beach to the actual chapel. So I got there early enough. I left early. Could have had a day with the grandchildren, and I was able to go down that much earlier, and yeah, and it was invigorating. It was so bracing on the beach there, and I was able to get a couple of quick sketches done. Now I want different colours in here because this is all pebbles all here, and it's like in everything. There's always a way to do sort of pebbles. It can be a bit intimidating. But and all I tend to do is this: I drop different colours in. I've done the sienna, and now I'm doing the light red. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop some ultramarine blue in now, as well. So it means I've got this variation of undercolour, which is great then for accentuating the pebbles. And I'll show you the way to do it now. Later on, not in this session, but just need to get this variation in here, and I think that will do it. Actually, don't want more than that. It's got to be very light, so I think just leave it at that for now. This session, and now in Newgale, which is North Pembrokeshire. So I've just dropped a little bit of sienna in there, and I'm going to mix some ultramarine blue to come in as well. I was looking into the sun when I was there on the Sunday morning when I was preaching last Sunday. Got there, I was singing the early session early, and so things get muted then, which is great because you get the distinctive. That's very distinctive. They call that Ricketts head. So what I want. If I can get this straight, I'm reaching over in front of the camera, yeah, so I don't know. I want to see. You got the idea anyway. There we go. Could always put a bit of masking tape, always do that if you wanted a straight edge. And also we're going to get the sienna in there again. And I want the similar in here then. Only this time we're going to have a bit of green here. And it'll come in over here. Coming down it here. There we go. So that's basically the shape. You can come in and just accentuate later if you wanted. And now let me just show you what I'm going to do. I should get some water in here first, shouldn't I? Let's get some water in here. There we go. And then we'll take it from there. There we go. What it is a creek, and the water, it makes its way under the pebbles here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix a green first of all. and we got tufts of arse coming through here and there. And again, you just place this where you want it for effect, you know, just here and there. And I can come back in and darken it and get it a bit more pronounced. But I'm using the rigger, and I might break the horizon by there with it, look. Might just do that. And then by there. I got to watch my time with this one now, because I'm wanting to show you about the pebbles. And I won't be able to do it all. Somebody was complaining, well, not complaining on YouTube, they were expressing their frustration that in some of the paintings I jump at the, and I was explaining to them that somebody edits my Facebook page and puts it on YouTube. I don't do it myself. And they're so good, they're so patient. But obviously you just can't, you know, a simple view like this, I can do most of it, but if it's a bit more complicated, you have to skip and just show you an area of what I do. So let me just show you now. I'm mixing blue with some light red. All right, so it's right, okay. And now let me just show you what we'll do here now. Well, I'm doing that, look, see, jagged. And then what you do is you get clean water and you wash the top away. I don't know if you can see what's happening there now. You got the effect of stone. And you do this here and everywhere really, for now. And obviously it's got to be smaller the further back you go. But you just want it here and there. You want to stagger it. You don't want it everywhere. Because what you can do is get a toothbrush and you can spray then like fine pebbles everywhere else. But can you see already what's happening there now? And it's this clean water above, you know, taking it to nothing, that is so important when it comes to pebbles, I guess, on a beach. And I think my time might well be up, so I don't do much more than this. And then on the last session, I'll show you how you really accentuate it, okay? What I might do, I might scumble a little bit here and there as well. And there we go. So I'm shooting the heel of the brush there. So, okay, let's leave it like that for now. Right, here's our third session now on Newgale. I'm just mixing a bit of a well, ultramarine blue and light red really. We've got to sort of get some definition in here. So, and yeah, I was thinking about the little chapel there I was preaching in on Sunday in Roach. Hewell Brown was a minister there, who's from Pembrokeshire, known Hewell many years, and him and Sheila, and did a good work there. He's retired now and was from a farming background. The only trouble with Hewell and Sheila, when I would visit them, 2 o'clock in the morning, they're freshening up the teapot. Oh, you've had some all-nighters with Hewell and Sheila. But that's lovely, isn't it? You know, when it's like that and you lose all sense of time talking. Now, see, I'm doing this very quickly, of course. So I'm just getting some definition in there now. There we go. Now we need to do something similar by here. And I want, this is going to be in shadow. I was thinking about the light up here. So I want that to be in shadow there. And up here as well. And then, you see, at the last of this, I can come over with a stronger paint and get more of the crags in and what have you. But that, you know, that shows you more or less, you know, where we're going here. Now, I was saying about the shale, getting this in. So now this is, let's take this for instance now. So I'm going to accentuate now there, look, and that's like you've got a rock there, see? So And again, it's hit and miss. I've said before, you know, it's like in a class with a lot of kids, and if everybody's shouting, then nobody gets heard. And so if you put dots everywhere, but you want to choose the area to accentuate, and you had people's eye fixing everything else then in between. And then there's something similar here again. See, I can accentuate with this grass too then. But you can see now it's starting to come now, can't you? And if I had more time, I'd get gouache, get the white sand and that, but there we go. We're nearly done now, because I think our time is almost up. And but it's just a rough impression of what was a glorious day on Sunday. Lovely. I'm so blessed really at the moment. I can get around these different churches and Lord's people and minister, and such a privilege really. I prize each day actually. Having suffered so much in my health over the years and laid aside now and again. Just so appreciate how I am at the moment. Right, okay. And we wouldn't want better than that really, if we just got some white in here, just the top of the waves by there, look. Just the top and by there, and there, and just by here as well perhaps, just. And I think, you see, you can actually accentuate the stone with the white then as well, so to get the light catching the rocks. But I think we might as well call it, get a mount on it, just see how we've been getting on. And there we go, just a quick one of Newgale Beach.